All in. What's going on? This is Afi Kingdom, and I got a special guest for you guys. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna get into some deep game, psychological game. We may even get into some charisma and some cold approaching. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my guest on. I'm gonna let him tell you who he is, why he's here, what he specializes in, and then from then on, we're gonna go in here and chop it up. What's going on, my bro?
What's up? What's up, Avi? How y'all doing? What's up, Avi family? You feel me? My name is Von Swego. Pretty Girls Love Swego on TikTok and Instagram. I'm gonna give a little backstory real quick. Basically, growing up, I was into the love. I kind of fell victim to the society and the idea of falling in love and catering to a woman. And then I had some experiences that showed me, saying that may not be the most efficient for me, and I had to learn through experiences, through mentorships, to grow and become more myself as a man and be able to be the man that women need, though. But I appreciate you for having me on here, though.
Appreciate you too, bro. Let's get into that. Let's get into that because I often speak on that, and like guys that don't really deal with women, they don't understand. Like for me, and I'm just keeping it transparent, bro. Like you can literally get the best results treating women how the fuck like shit, bro. Like that. You know how it is, bro. Like it's not. This isn't me being attacked. This is just what it is, bro. Like
Right.
how you just said it. I ain't never been that guy like that, but I've done like the shit and been like, well, what the fuck? Because this is what they're asking me to do. And
Right.
then, so I just give you a backstory, right? So my backstory is this. So my backstory is I was younger and I was like a player type guy, whatever, right? And so I would have like a rotation of women. And so then I would like always have a main one or whatever. And so I didn't understand that how come the girl who I'm into the most, taking on dates, listening to her day, all this shit, she's giving me more pushback because these other women, option two, three, and four, I don't spend time with them. I
Right.
don't talk to them. I don't say shit nice to them, but yet they're like, "Baby, when you come in, I miss you." Blah blah blah, and I'd be like, "Well, that is kind of weird," because it seemed like the one who I'm actually invested in should be saying this, but I literally don't do anything for these women. I don't even make them feel good, but yet they're like, babe, and they're like, and they all, and it's like they almost create these ideas in their mind of how I should be. I ain't doing shit, bro.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
That's a part of the game, though, Uncle. You know that the time away when you give them a good experience when you're with them. Now you're just living in their head for real. So now they can only imagine how you are, how it should be. So that's real game for real.
Let me ask you because I don't remember if you told me how old are you, bro?
I'm 22. I just turned 22 in September.
Damn, you
I'm a
20.
youngin. I'm a young one.
Oh, wait a minute. So you 22. So
You
goddamn.
feel me,
That
though?
mean that goddamn, I'm old. You know I was doing this shit before you was born, bro.
Hey,
Clearly.
for real? Like
If
before
I'm
'02.
24, bro, and I was well endowed at 22.
I wasn't. That's the thing, though. That's the thing about me is I'm a late comer. That's why I relate so much to my audience because I didn't get the game until later in my life, and I honestly still don't feel like you always learn and continue to grow. So I still don't feel like I got the game for real, but I can see the progress between me and me 2 years ago when I first made the switch to the understanding of yeah, you can't be this way. You got to be a man. You feel me? So
I'm a,
yeah.
you're a winner, bro, and I'm gonna tell you. And I told her, I said, man, and you correct me if I'm lying. I said, I had an interview with this young cat, and he did extremely well on the questions, and he made me think. Did I tell you that or not? So I'm telling you that to give you props because a lot of these niggas on YouTube, I be falling asleep on their interviews in my mind. And my eyes be still up. I still be like, oh, for real? But I'd be sleep in my mind because I'd be like, God damn, I wish you niggas asked me something other than the same seven questions y'all ask me every time. So I'd be looking at the camera like, oh yeah, engaged, I'm all there. But I'd be really sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I told her, like, man, he asked me really good questions, and it feels good to actually get a chance to think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these cats, bro, they don't. It's like they only want to. They don't see. It's like they don't care about the knowledge and wisdom. They just want to know what they feel is important to them. So
Right.
they'll ask me some shit about like, what are your top fucking? It's like for me, it's like to be a good interviewer, you have to, even if you don't even go and invest in my content, if you shut the fuck up and listen to me talk for about 10 minutes, you'll catch my vibe.
You
So
will get
once you
some.
catch my vibe, you won't be asking me shit like, "What are your top 3 ways to get your ex back, nigga?" What the fuck are
Right.
you talking
You know
about?
better than that.
You know, and I'm not saying that I ain't never been through that because I have. I've been the cat who's trying to get my ex back and she hang up in my face and all of that. But what
Mm.
I'm saying is, I'm at a point now where I can give you more value than to tell you how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You,
Elevates you.
because I'm gonna tell you just upgrade yourself and then you'll get you a better chick, bro.
Exactly. That's the stage in my life where I'm at right now.
hmm So what's your deal? Are you all the way single? You dating? What's your deal?
All right, before I even answer that, I want to appreciate you for acknowledging my efforts in the interviewing process. I take pride in communication because I feel like that's how I make my connection with not only girls, but just people in general, being curious in the person I'm talking to and really
Yo,
getting
you brought me
into.
out of retirement, bro. I don't even interview people no more. But I felt like you interviewed me so good, I had to return the favor.
I
I
appreciate
retired, bro.
that.
I don't be interviewing cats no more. Now I'm not gonna say if some cat with 5 million followers hit me up. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit there and talk to his ass. But as far as just random motherfuckers being like, "Hey, I like you. Let's do a stream." Some guy just hit me, and I hope he hears this shit too, so you can know, nigga. Quit fucking with my time. Yeah, he hit me on Instagram and shit talking about yeah. What's the nigga? Where my phone at? What this nigga tell me?
You want
Oh,
to call them
no,
out?
he tell me what he say. Oh yeah, I need to know your advice about a couple of things. Let's hop on the stream. I'm looking at the phone like I don't know who the fuck he think he talking to. I don't just hop on with niggas I don't know
Yeah,
to tell give him a fucking advice. What
yeah.
what? So I responded to him like, I think you must want to collaborate. Cause
Hmm.
I for sure ain't finna hop on a free call with you. Nigga, you ain't invested in my content. I don't know your avatar. Hop on a call with you.
But see, that's my thing though. Like, I feel like that's my
I got
game.
laugh again. Like I ain't got shit else to do. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the most famous YouTuber, but put it like this: if I hopped on a call with everybody who needed some advice, I wouldn't have no fucking life.
Exactly.
You can
I
just
agree.
ask me some shit first.
Just
Don't
yeah,
don't
just
don't
don't
tell
just
me that
yeah.
you
I feel
required to
that.
have a call for it, nigga.
I
What
feel
the
that.
what?
I feel that. But that's
Yeah,
why I take pride in communicating properly. If you want to get something out of someone, there's a way you do it. You don't just do it where you just win. How is the other person going to benefit? It has to be mutual. If you want somebody to do something for you, you have to get them to get something out of it as well. They don't. It's the same thing with say an interview. Same thing if you want to deal with a girl. A lot of these guys be trying to get cheeks and trying to have sex with girls. What do they get out of it from fucking you? Like, what, honestly, be honest with yourself. What do they get from fucking you? Nothing. So that's why I feel like the communication part, knowing how to understand the person you're dealing with, so you can choose the proper words, choose the proper things to say, and it's not even tiptoeing. It's just like understanding who you're dealing with, so that you can make the correct impact.
yeah, bro. Cause I'm telling you, like when we did this shit, I've been getting some more people hitting me up like, because you see it got good feedback. So cats hitting me up
Right.
like, oh, OG, you got some good shit or whatever. But I'm still looking at this message, laughing to myself like, dude, I've been doing consultation, and you don't know this, but I'm telling you, like, I can't expect you to know, but because like a lot of people who do coaching and stuff like that, they may get a name for themselves and then start trying to do it. Luckily, for the way that things were set up for me, I was doing my consultations at $250, and I didn't have 100 fucking subscribers. So you mean to tell me in 6 years, fast forward, I'm gonna just be you want to do a call? Let's set it up right now. Like what? You
But
want
that's
you
the
want to do a
thing.
video?
Niggas really don't know though. Like that, it's kind of sad, but it's like they're used to that handout mentality. Like they just think things are just gonna get handed to them. Like no, this is a man of value. You gotta present some type of value to them to get value out. I learned that from Goldie. And since I've heard that from Goldie, I'm willing to give. Look, this is here. This is what you get out of what you get from me. If you don't get nothing, I'll give you some monetary value. I want you to get something out before I even get anything out of it. That's how it should be.
You can even finesse me. You can say you want to interview me, and then you may have questions for real about yourself, and then ask me while I'm live. I ain't gonna have no choice but to answer. But don't pitch me no fucking one-on-one talk like that's gonna do what? Yo, I don't know, bro. I guess I've been doing it too long because I was just speaking on this shit before we got on the stream. I'm in a group. I'm in multiple group chats, but I'm in a group chat right now, and it's like kind of like people talking about relationships, and I'm just kind of speaking out loud. Like it's kind of weird going back for these people in this private chat, and I'm not getting no content out of it, and I ain't getting no money out of it. It really feels weird. So I had to go ahead and let them know. I'm like, hey, y'all. I'm a content creator. I know I don't y'all ain't gonna research it, but this is what I do. So just to let y'all know is when I'm giving you my bars, it's not my own personal feelings off the women I'm having sex with or whatever. It's based off my own shit and me coaching thousands of motherfuckers for
Right,
years.
right,
So just let that be known. So when y'all be saying little shit, it's not. I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
exactly.
I don't know everything, but when it comes to certain shit, I know. So I'm not. So don't go back and forth, and then you come in here and be like, "Oh, Afi, you don't know what you're talking about." Like, okay, that's it for you. I do know what I'm talking about. Now, if you want to discuss it, I send you a StreamYard link and we can go. But I'm not finna go back and forth with you in this public chat with a gang of motherfuckers just so we can what?
You had
Crazy.
your own experiences too. How like you said you're 44, right?
Yep.
You had your own experiences. So like what do you mean you don't know what you're talking about? You got more experience than me. I'ma listen to you regardless. If it's right or wrong, I'ma still listen to you because you have more experiences than me. You probably have more quality experiences than me. Why wouldn't I listen to you and at least try it? That's where most people go wrong. They listen to it and they just go based off their opinion without actually trying the shit. And that's where people are losing that.
So guess what? So now I'm going because I know you probably gonna clip this. I'm gonna give your audience an opportunity to get some of your deep psychology shit. So tell
Let's
me.
get it.
So okay. So let's rewind it all the way back. You're 22 years old right now.
Yes,
So
sir.
when did you start dealing with women? Maybe about 14 or something like that, or what age was you?
Now, I'm not gonna lie, growing up, I was always fascinated about women. I don't know if it was because of the things I consumed. I was blessed enough to grow up in a two-parent household, so
Mm.
I know what it is to have a successful marriage, a prospering marriage. It's not easy, but you see what the things that they go through and that they work through it. Um, I was also always influenced by love movies and R&B and music videos and shit like that. I was heavily influenced with that. So that's where I really fell in love with the love, like the quote unquote love. And
Mm.
then I've always had like girlfriends. Like I've had girlfriends. My first like serious relationship was in like sixth grade. But I was dealing with girls in elementary school, 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old. Like I've been messing with girls, based off of the love factor. But imagine like them girls at that age, they don't really know nothing, so they're gonna go for what I give them. But when you get older, that's when you start to realize like they're not gonna continue to go for what you give them. Like they're looking for a specific type of man.
Let's peel you back a little bit. Let's talk about your first breakup. Let me hear about your first breakup story and how you dealt with it.
All right, I would say my first. I'm gonna go my first heartbreak. That's cool. My first like real one.
Yep.
So my first real heartbreak, I ain't never even talked about this before.
I already know. That's why I want to unpack you.
So my first real heartbreak, um, it shouldn't it shouldn't even been a real heartbreak, but I didn't know no better. So I was dealing with a girl, and it was really kind of a long distance thing. Like we was in the same specific area, but she had strict parents, so it was hard to see her. So it was a bunch of like calls and shit, and then she ended up breaking up with me and messing up with another dude that went to her high school, and that kind of messed me up a little bit. I was trying to really get her back for she broke up with me in October. I was trying to get her back from October to like January, hitting up her friends, trying certain shit, and it just nothing really worked. And back then, I didn't notice like what I was doing, so I was really just trying to continue to try to get her, and knowing now like that's not the way you actually get her. But yeah, it hurt me a lot because it wasn't my first time getting broken up with, but it was my first time I was really into somebody, and they broke up with me while I was still highly into them.
So let me teach you something real quick.
Let
This
me
is what you.
listen. I like to learn.
So just from the last statements you had, you never had a breakup. Well, maybe you had, but that wasn't one. You had an ego break, player. It
Ego
wasn't an ego break, meaning that it wasn't necessarily about your attachment to her. It was just about the attachment to your ego. It was more about her breaking up with you on her terms versus you being into her, bro. Because I bet you, if you got her back, you probably wasn't even invested in her the same.
let me okay, I hear exactly what you're saying. And my past breakups, that might have been the thing. But for this one, I'm gonna tell you, I've always been the nice guy. You know, the nice guy that always puts other people in front of him, always doing things for people. I wouldn't say I was doing things to expect to get things back from people, but I was doing things to expect that they would do the same for me. So for
Right.
her, it was more so like I genuinely did really like her. Like I really liked her, and she broke on me. It had nothing. It didn't really have nothing to do with my ego. It was the fact that I genuinely still really liked her, and she left me. That was the real. That was the real thing.
What was the reason she gave you, player?
I don't even remember it was dumb and shit. And the thing is, I'm gonna tell you, Afi, she didn't came to back me multiple times after that, apologizing and all types of shit. So it wasn't no real reason. It was just the fact that I think it was more so like an access thing. Like I couldn't really see her because she was strict with her. Her parents were strict, but there was another dude at her school that she could see all the time at school. So she just broke up with me so she could deal with the dude, and the dude ended up fucking her over and all that type of shit. But I ended up getting my lick back. I got my lick back. I did.
I'm gonna tell you, bro. Exes, they're gonna always come around, and I'm just speaking for me. For me, I don't get flattered, bro. It's almost a turn off because I look at it like, here is this woman who I was emotionally invested in, and now she's putting herself in the position for me to toy with her, right? So I don't want to be that guy. So you just look at it like, wow, this is somebody who, like you just said, I really wanted to be with. Now we broke up. She may have a new boyfriend. She still wants you to fuck with her, and it's just like, wow, you gotta look at it outside of yourself to really be like, man, like these women are crazy, bro. Like
Hell yeah.
I,
Hell
I,
yeah.
I learned that back in the day. Like I remember I dated this girl, and she was really into me or whatever. She was really into me, and so she was dating some dude in jail. So the cat will call, and then it don't matter if it's sex, it don't matter if we talking. The, everything stopped when that nigga will call, and I'll just be like, damn. Like for one, that's crazy how you can think you got game and think you have influence, but it's somebody above you that's controlling and manipulating everything.
Hell yeah.
First thing. And then the second thing is like, I don't know. I just didn't like the feeling of it. Like I'm not your fucking boy toy and shit.
Right.
I don't like those dynamics. I don't. I can go fuck on women who actually like me. I don't feel masculine being a woman's emergency dick in the glass.
Can
Some
I can
cats
I
don't care. I do there. Like, no, you go fuck with somebody else for that bullshit, you know. But
can I
that
pitch
I'm
you real
a
quick?
dynamic person though.
You mind if I pitch it real quick?
No, go ahead, go. It's you.
So like I said, I 100% agree with you. Right. I feel like it really just depends on the person, right, and how you read it yourself. I look at it this way, right? I was in a position where I was chasing her. But now that I was able to get over her and get through, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused on other girls. I'm elevating my life. I'm really not worried about her. Now she's in a position where she wants me. Now I feel like I'm in a position of power, right? It's on me whether or not I decide to give her that attention or energy or not. Fuck, I'm not looking at it as like I'm her boy toy. Like, fuck that. Like, you gonna have to show me you want me. I make it very clear to the girls that I'm dealing with. If you want me, I don't care about what you're saying. You have to literally show me that you want me. And if a girl shows me she wants me, then I'll give her the time of the day. Because at the end of the day, the number one rule is choose girls who choose you. So if I see that she choosing me, I'm not about to sit here and get completely vulnerable and sit here and let her switch the roles. But at the same time, like she's choosing me at the moment, you feel me? I may be able to get what I want out of her. So in this position, and I know you wasn't directly speaking to me, but I be teaching my people, like, because a lot of the people that watch me, they'll be like, the girl, my ex is trying to hit me back. What should I do? I'm more so of a person that's like, well, shit, you're in a position of power now. Like it's really up to you. Just as long as you don't fall for the dumbass shit. Like remember, she left you first, so don't get your feelings too attached or too hooked to it. But at the same time, she's coming back to you. You're in a position of power. Make sure you hold that power. Make sure you make the right decisions and do what you want to do at the end of the day. You're on mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. Cause see, I will say this: like sometimes us as men, we may have a little pushback within ourselves because we know that we wasn't keeping it all the way 100,
Mm-hmm.
and
Exactly.
and not even just as far as lying, just as far as effort, far as everything. So it's like sometimes when a woman leave, we be feeling like, okay, I knew I could have did better. So then you kind of chase that type shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you,
I agree. I agree. I agree. That's real. That's 100% real. That was real.
hmm so it's a different element because you, it's like almost you feel like, well, if she don't want to fuck with me, at least let it be the full presentation of what I could bring that she don't want to fuck with versus this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we don't value the good women until they gone. You know what I'm saying? And even I learned through experiences that I would do a lot of women, and for the most part, when we had splits and shit, it wasn't like the super major thing that ended it. So it kind of would hit you left because you've got over so many fucking things. Like I give you an example. Let's say you have a girlfriend and you cheated on her 10 times and she took you back 10 times. But it'd be the day where you don't cook her breakfast and shit. She
Right.
won't do that. You get what I'm
That catch
saying?
me off guard. You're right.
hmm So it's just that type of thing where you almost feel like certain things are worth it and certain things aren't worth it. Like so, if I'm dating a girl and I sleep with her best friend, yeah, I'm not really feeling good about it, but I still understand the cause.
Right.
So I'm not like, why you don't want to give me? I know why she don't want to give me the chance.
Mm-hmm.
Why you not there? I know why she's not. I'm asking, but I know why.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But then other times where it'd be like it don't be that big of a deal, and it'd be like, fuck, bro. Like, so it'd be it'd be that type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Um, like even me, like I'm big on integrity, so even sometimes me, I will have issues when a woman takes something the wrong way or a way other than what I'm presenting it. Because I want you to get the full representation of what I'm saying for you to react to. I don't want you reacting to what you think I mean when I mean this. I mean this, but you're reacting to this. And that's not even what the fuck I'm trying to convey to you.
Can I ask you a question though, like a
Yeah,
personal question?
yeah.
Are are you aware of how you're communicating to it? And if so, or let me break it down. I'm very clear when I'm communicating something to a woman because I understand the different perceptions. I also understand that you cannot control anybody's perception, but I do understand that I can control the word choice and the things that I say to a person.
Mhm.
Do you think do you feel like you're compromising your own opinion when you're doing so, like communicating properly? Because I personally, maybe the way I grew up, I just feel like I know how I like things to be communicated to me, right? So if I communicate somebody to the fullest to where they fully understand it, I just feel like we can't be on the wrong page. Like even if they take it wrong, I'm like, no, this is what I meant, right? And I had to learn to put my pride aside to understand, to listen to what they had to say, because if I can listen to what they had to say and they feel understood, it makes them more receptive to what I'm trying to say. You hear me? You get that?
Yeah, I get you. So you 22. So I tell you, I give you the heads up, bro. As you start dealing with more and more women, a lot of these women are bad fucking communicators, bro. Terrible. So just understand that. So, because what I'm saying is, a lot of times you'll be trying to like retract the things you could have did wrong or better, and a lot of times it ain't you, bro. A lot of times women don't have the capacity for the shit. See, like we always talk about game. Who got game? You got game. I got game. Everybody got game. But sometimes a woman don't have the capacity to pick the shit up that you giving her. So I give you another example, right? So I consider myself a smart cat, right? I'm a very intellectual player, and so my lady, she likes smart cats, but every woman don't give a fuck about that shit.
Facts.
So it take a woman to like smart cats for it to match. Because if I'm a smart cat and I'm talking to a woman and she's only concerned about what size rims I got on my fucking car,
It's not
then
compatible.
it don't fucking matter.
You're
You see
right.
what I'm saying? So the
You're right.
language it has to connect.
You're right. So only somebody that can value communication, it would only matter. I
Hmm.
got you. You're right. I
So a
was.
lot of
It's
times we
crazy.
a lot of times we beat ourselves over the head trying to get people to get what we see, and it's like they just don't have it, bro. Whether they don't have the mind cells, or they don't have the experience, or they were just raised different. Like if you are a new age cat, let's say that's like you're red pill, and you're like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like, and there's nothing wrong with red pill, but I can tell when guys watch too much of the shit because they just kind of it just seems like they're repeating some shit over again. Like, oh, don't get married. We don't have no benefits and shit. This is like, okay, we really don't. But are you saying that because you heard Andre Tate say it, or do you
Or
really
you
believe?
do believe it. Exactly. I'm glad you said that, bro. Because niggas can't think for themselves nowadays. And
Yeah,
it's crazy that you mentioned what you did earlier. Because I was thinking earlier, like, you only want to be compatible with a person that values the same value as you, right? I value communication. I value um intellect. So it's like if I come across a girl who doesn't value those things, like you said, she values the rims that's on the whip, or she values how much money or what I wear. It don't matter. That's not really my match, and I have to be okay with that. I have to learn. A lot of my audience is younger. I'm trying to get them to understand that you have to be okay that every girl is not for you. I'm trying to get that abundance mindset in their head where it's like there's 3 billion women on earth. You're going to go through a lot more no's than you're going to go through yeses, right?
that's
And as long as you know what you want, you can find the person that you want. It's not just one person out here that wants what you want. You just have to know what you're looking for. A lot of these guys don't know exactly what they're looking for, and it really starts with them.
and I will say this too: being a man, you have to be open to your shit changing. A lot of cats are fucking unhappy because they're trying to stick to some shit that they said 2 or 3 years ago because they want to keep this integrity. In actuality, like, no, you just been through some shit and you feel differently. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to go back on what you said, so you're having like a fight within yourself to try to keep your word and shit when you can just accept, hey, I know I fucking said that shit. Hey, Alfie, I said you said you ain't gonna have no kids in 2018. So how the fuck you got your girl pregnant, nigga? Cause we had
It just
sex.
happened. It just
That's
happened.
why. I don't give a fuck what I said 8 years ago. That shit was hitting last night, and I wanted to put one in there, and that's it. I don't bring up the fucking video. Don't show me. Niggas will like clip it and be like, see, like nigga, I
Yeah,
don't
nigga,
need you to
I knew already,
show
nigga.
me.
It was my words. I said it. The fuck?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
proving to you and shit. Look, I'll show you right now, nigga. You don't need to show me. I already know what I said. I changed my fucking mind, bro. And you
Let
just
me let me let
cool,
me
bro.
grab
You
let me grab
cool?
something to drink real quick. I'll be right back, huh?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I'm gonna tell you guys while he's doing that you guys need to be cool with growing as a person and don't kill yourself trying to stick to some integrity shit that you said 5, 10 years ago because you want to feel like a champion, but nobody gives a fuck. But you want to be a champion though. Nobody cares. And I learned that one. I learned that one. That's a good one. Like you gonna like before, bro. I used to hella want kids, and now I don't necessarily say I don't want kids, but that doesn't bother me. But people would be like, "Well, what about what you said before?" Nigga, what? I changed my
So
mind, bro.
how do you care about like do you value Like leaving a legacy, is that not something that's not too important to you? Like, what's your stance on having kids in general?
That's a good question, and I'll shout out Goldie for this one. Because we talked about this on one of the webinars, and I really felt what he said. And I don't know if he was on that one, but basically he was saying like, legacy is all it's all ego.
It
And
is.
I kind of thought about it like, wow, that's kind of crazy. And then once he said that, I started thinking about my own situation. And it's like, okay, well, at the end of the day, if I want to become a 10 millionaire and all that, of course it'd be nice to bring you know, give my kids a little something and shit like that. But at the same time, I came from my father passed away when I was 3, and the point that I'm making is what he did. It doesn't affect anything that I do. Like, so it's like for me, yeah, it would be nice to have a son or a daughter, but if they pass, like, then what? Like, they're not gonna be they're not gonna like fixate on how good of a man their father who they never met was, or maybe they want to, So it's like I'm not gonna say I'm against any of that, but what I'm saying is
Mhm.
before sometimes you can feel as a man like, okay, if I don't do these particular things, I haven't accomplished stuff. Like, oh, okay, I got the job I want, and I got this and that, and now I don't feel complete until I have a family and all that shit. So that's just telling me like, hey, if it's in the cards to not have that for you, then that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not meant to have a picket white fence and 2 dogs,
Right.
and be okay with that. And some niggas they try to force the ideology of the masses and the propaganda we've been felt, and just make it across the board, and that just shit. It just ain't you, bro. Just like like I've never even. I mean, I've been in relationships, obviously, but it's never really been my thing. I've only been drawn to certain types of women, and
Hmm.
then certain women who are in my life, whether we have a close bond or friendship and stuff, it may evolve to that. But I've never like met a random woman on the street or on the app, and we get something for real going. Like for me, somebody else maybe, but for me, no. Like I've only been in relationships for the most part with women who I'm familiar with, because I like that type of energy.
Right.
I don't like to I don't like to deal with a woman and feel like when I'm in the streets I'm this nigga, and then when I come home I gotta be a certain type of person. I want to be a certain type of person all the way,
Right.
but everybody doesn't have that. Just like for instance, another example, like so for instance, most dudes, sex is like a super prerequisite of, oh yeah, man, if we ain't fucked in 2 weeks, she must be fucking somebody else. That shit don't really hit me like that. I didn't had a lot of booty before, so it doesn't. I like it. Obviously, I like it when I'm doing it.
Duh,
I
yeah,
don't. I don't think about it when I'm not doing it.
exactly.
And so it's different. I don't be like, how many days it been? Oh shit, now like that. Nah, bro. I don't. But when I was younger and shit, like your age, shit, bro. When I was man, I don't even want to entertain that conversation right now. When I was in my 20s, though, shit, it was crazy, bro. 20s, yeah, man, that shit was a
See,
whole vibe.
I'm blessed I got the self control I do because a couple of years ago I was on that, but now the fact that I'm able to like control myself to see past it to actually when I'm dealing with girls look to see what other values they can provide for me. It puts me in another position, and the whole thing I be trying to tell people in my community is if you can look at the values beyond her cooch, you feel it'll get you there way more faster than if you just primarily focus on that. Every girl knows the guy wants to get, what I'm saying, get his shit off. But if you can show her that you don't value it as much, she doesn't value it as much. Right? She just it's a normal thing. It's a human thing. We all get horny. We all want to get our shit off. So like, you feel me? If you can show her that, look, this I'm not really worried about like every girl got a vagina. I can get this from any girl. I can get it from any girl. Every girl got a vagina. For me, what can you do for me? What Cody saying? What other value does she provide for me? And me moving that way, just like it's a different thing because most guys they only value their vagina, and
Yeah.
they like it makes you automatically stand out without trying to have to stand out or anything.
All right, I got a question for you, and this is a double edged question.
What's up? What's
And you
up?
can answer it in any order that you please, whatever makes it more convenient for you. The first question is for, like I say, one and one 2.0. So the question is, what do you feel like is wrong with dating nowadays from the men's perspective, dating women, and then also give the women some love from the women dating the men. Now, I can give you my context first, or you want to just go through, but I'll just say one thing, and then you can just take it from there. Is up because I be looking online and shit, and I'm from the old school, and so I be looking at a lot of these niggas. They be a little too sassy, so I be like, well, shit. I hear y'all women complaining, but I be seeing all these sassy ass niggas too. You know,
Yeah,
they be doing all this goddamn
I like
dancing
to say that.
on the internet and
I like
all
to
this
say that.
singing and all this fucking doing the shit with her and all of that. Like,
Oh, I'm a dancer too, though. Don't get it twisted, though.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying,
So
though.
you be doing the dance routines with your girl. I gotta go look at those videos.
I'll do them. I'll do them with girls, but I don't do them just for leisure. Like nah, like I do them for some fun shit. It's an experience. Like it's a part of my game. It's like giving a girl an experience. Like I'm not. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Like
I
it
get
just
what you're
depends.
saying. I'm talking about on a level where these cats be feeling like if they don't do the new TikTok fucking shit TikTok shit shot, that they in trouble. That's what I'm talking about. So that girls be having on here stand on their heads twerking, doing all types of funny shit.
That's crazy.
That's what I mean.
I ain't doing that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But you said you wanted. I'll listen to your answer though. I already got my. I already know what I'm gonna say. But go ahead and say
Yeah,
what
go
you
ahead,
want.
bro. Yeah, yeah. So what in the dating game? What's wrong with the men and what's wrong with the women? You take it each either way, however you want.
All right, so the universal problem is a lack of communication. That's why I emphasize communicating in my dating techniques and my dating strategies. I'm usually successful with women because I know how to communicate. All of my failed talking stages and things of that nature, it was because of a lack of communication. A lot of guys, all right, this is where I'm about to separate it. So the guys, they'll listen to the red pill content or they'll listen to content. They won't take the money to invest into courses and shit to actually understand what we mean. So they'll take that surface level content literal and they'll treat a girl like some shit, but they don't really understand the power of connecting with a girl, communicating with a girl, understand how she wants to be treated and treating her properly based off of how she's treating you. They lack that. So I would say the guy's perspective is um, one, the lack of communication, but two, not catering to women. I don't want to use the word catering because I don't want it to be. I'll clear it up. Catering to women because they want to be the tough guy, they want to be the macho guy. They're taking all the dating advice, so they think they have to be this type of man. When the reality is, you do have to be a man. You do have to be masculine. But no girl wants to be treated like shit. Like a girl still wants to be validated in certain things. So I would say the men are taking the advice they're getting online quite too literal, and the women on the women's side, ah, I would say expecting more than they want. This is more of a biased opinion more than anything because I heard Goldie say this and I just agree with him. So this isn't my own experience, but this is something. I mean, it's a little bit of my experience, but he's saying like women tend to overvalue themselves more than what they are. They tend to think that they value themselves more than what they are, and I think that that's a problem as well for women. Um, and I would just say, yeah, because I just feel like majority. I'm a person that take accountability. So I just feel like it really does start with the man. Like every time I took accountability and I took pride in being in my position and in my role, everything went smooth when I was dealing with a girl. Because if it didn't go smooth, I'm not dealing with it. You feel me? So I just think men need to take more accountability. I think men expect a lot of things without taking accountability and fixing the things that they need to fix and becoming the man they need to become in order to deal with women. But as far as women, they just overvalue themselves. They think they are a lot more than what they are. Not on no hating shit, because I love women, so it is what it is.
No, I agree because like a lot of guys, they'll be like nerds and shit, and then they'll fucking watch Kevin Samuels or whoever the fuck they watch first, and then they'll try to like preach this high value shit. Like, nigga, it don't work like that. Yeah, a woman ain't finna submit to you just because you say I'm a king and shit. All of a sudden, you been a bitch ass nigga to her for the whole 6 months you been fucking with her. You
Right.
watch a couple of goddamn videos. You try to
It's
come home.
already too late.
You try to come home with her to this shit like, oh,
Already too late.
what value do you bring to the like, nigga? She gonna be like, where the fuck you get that shit from? I ain't never heard you say no shit like that before.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like they be trying to. And I never, and, you know, I don't need to throw him under, but I never really agreed with none of that shit that he used to say, you know. And I had Kevin Samuels on one of my panels before, so it's no disrespect, but I just know cats from the streets who was pilling plenty of girls, and they done had no money and no six pack. So fuck all of that shit. So you trying to tell these cats they gotta have this, and that? My reality shows me different. I knew niggas out of coming up out of jail peeling 6 figure broads. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna ask you a question. We better get a TikTok clip right here. What is it that you think that they have that the average man doesn't have to get a girl like that or a woman like that?
Well, I'll say this: it's just certain shit that either dudes understand women or they don't. Even me, if I'm dealing with a dude and he's kind of like a simp, I can't really fuck with him like that. You gotta be kind of gang type with your girl. Seriously, man, bro.
No, that's real. No, that's real. It's hard for me to even
That's
relate
some
to.
real shit, bro. You already know this nigga running it over there, and it ain't, and he ain't the boss. She is.
Hmm.
So whatever type of conversation y'all think y'all having and shit, he gotta go see the boss and shit. You just gotta sit back and wait. So, um, yeah, man. Like dudes don't. I don't know what's weird. Like dudes don't understand their value. Like I've had guys who had consultations with me before, and they don't even have a place to live, or they might not even have a car. This is a long time ago, not recently, but they don't even have a car or a place to live. But yeah, you want to pay me to try to coach you on how to get some cheeks, nigga? Like no, bro. Get your shit together first, bro. And I'm just saying, get yourself together. I'm not saying you got to be at 6 figures and all
Right.
that, bro, but like
Your priorities are fucked up, bro. You worry about a bitch right now. You don't got no bread.
yeah, bro. It never since it's amazed me the way, and it's like so the guys they watch this content and then all of a sudden they want to, oh, you need to submit to me because I'm a king and all this bullshit, and it's like, well, you've never even showed none of those qualities to her before, and you ain't even showing her those qualities now. You just watched 2 or 3 podcasts. Now you coming home with this new rhetoric and shit like. She not impressed by it, player. All she gotta do, all she gotta do is not give you no ass for like 4 or 5 days.
You
And he gonna
cook.
throw all that shit away, nigga,
Right.
because that's all you give a fuck about. See what I'm saying? So yeah, you want to get all fly and pop your collar and talk all this brand new shit, and then she can be like, all right, nigga, no sex for a week.
Is he really stand? That's the thing. I'm glad you said that. A lot of niggas, not even just the lips. A lot of niggas they just be talking. Like what you talking for? It's action. Like but what he say this, I'm sure you say this too. All the real players understand, like, we don't listen to words anymore. We done been through some experiences where a girl has said this one thing and she couldn't fulfill that. We understand how important our word is, so we value people who actually make actions and take action to show certain things. Like, don't just show me through your words, show me through your actions. And a lot of these guys, they don't do that, and that's the problem, right? So they'll consume the comment, they'll consume the content, right? And like you said, they'll go back to their women's and shit. But because they're not walking the walk. It's hard for them to even understand it. It really is. I get it. It sucks for them. You on mute?
Nah, man, like I don't know, like, and I think I might have said this on your interview, but when I was young, I was dealing with older women, so
Yeah, that was game.
the way I looked at it, because I was already kind of used to being catered to. See, this is the thing. Like, this is the thing, and I'm just being a couple of real. I'm not saying that I got the most game. I'm not saying I'm the most handsome or none of that shit. But women fucking like me, bro.
You're a likable person. You got that
So
charisma.
no, cause it's like how you can like tell a woman some shit and she be thinking you trying to flex or say you and all that. It's like I'm not saying all that. I'm not saying I'm all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know is when I go places, these bitches be in my face and they be trying to say little shit and they trying to, and it's on so it's like,
Why do you think that is, though? Well, let's give them some real game. Why do you think that is?
well, I know what it is, but
What is it, though?
um,
Don't gatekeep on.
people won't be able to, people don't understand energy. They don't understand frequency. They don't understand vibes. They hear these words, but they don't understand the concepts
They
of
really
it.
don't
So,
feel it, though. They don't experience it.
and it's just and then they don't understand. Like we talked about the bait. Like I remember. Okay, so this is just one example. Now this didn't happen today. This just happened in general, but it just shows you. So um, I could go to the dispensary to get treated, whatever. Weed is legal, so I can go there. And so the dispensaries, the people that work there, they see you, they say what's up. So um, one particular time, and I only did it one time, just I don't know, just cause I didn't even have a reason why. But I brought one of my dogs in there, and then so it just kind of was funny how one of the ladies was just all on my dick. She just hopped right on my dick and shit. And I'm just thinking to myself, but you didn't see me like 30, 50, 40 times though.
But them 30, 40 times, though, she was peeping you, though.
Yeah. So now I got the dog. Now you want to just make it all official and get all it personal and shit like
That
that.
was her opportunity.
Yeah. So it's just funny how women work, and then when you understand women, you like I can understand the opportunities before they come clear. So like
Exactly.
a lot of cats, like they don't understand it until the woman says, "Hey, I think you are fine. I like your eyes. I like your hair. Can we go on a date?" She can say 100 things that mean the same thing, but you won't understand it until those words come out. See,
Hmm.
I understand it from the look in her eyes. I can see that. I can go and
Let me tell you some game I heard real quick. The
yeah,
eyes will tell you what the mind wants to, but the mouth won't.
yeah,
That
bro.
was some game.
Yeah, it's the real stuff, and then you get used to patterns and stuff like that. Like, but just working in education, and then you deal with different parents. It's like, or not even that, even just like dealing. So I used to bounce bachelorette parties. I don't do it anymore, but I used to bounce bachelorette parties, and there would be a lot of freaky shit going on. But the thing about it is like the parties would always assume like they're the best, they're the top shit. Like, oh, y'all never had it, and it's just like, yeah, we just did this shit earlier, like 3 hours ago. But whatever,
Hmm.
it's the egos of them always presenting themselves as the top. That's the thing that I feel like is the problem with dating is people don't understand their value. Dudes and women included. You
I
know,
agree. I
like
agree.
like in my day, there were unattractive women back then, but they kind of knew it though. And so where they knew it, they would make up for it in other ways.
Right.
So now a woman can be unattractive as fuck and be a fucking bitch and rude as shit. But if she got 20,000 followers, she thinks she can talk to you crazy,
Anyway,
even though she a piece of work. It don't even look cool, but her comment section, she get them heart eyes and them ooh babies every time. She don't give a fuck what you say. And
right.
I think that I think the main problem with women is they don't know how to differentiate attention and validation. So just because you're a woman and you get 50 DMs, that they base their value on that. You just got a lot of niggas that want to have sex with you, bro.
Right.
So if you got 50 niggas that send you DM, out them 50, 30 will talk to you. 20 may go on a first date with you. We keep narrowing it down. Maybe 15 you can get 2 dates out of, but in their mind it's all the same. In their mind they feel like all these dudes want me.
Yeah.
These all these guys want to be with me for real and shit. It's like no, they don't want to be with you for real, but I just want to have fun with you. But you're taking it in as if it's all the same type of validation. You feel like, oh, look at this. I got 50 niggas want me and shit. Like, no, you don't. You got
Right.
50 niggas want to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Even me, I got women who want to have sex with me, and I be laughing it to myself because I be thinking to myself like, you don't even know me. I haven't even, because I know when I'm running my shit. I can be a real. I can be get real. I can run my
Oh,
shit real good,
damn.
and so I know I know if the results don't match what I put out. You make sense?
It's a little too easy for you. It's like, oh, I
Yeah.
ain't even really put that shit on you for real.
I may talk to a woman on the phone twice, text her 2 times. She talking about she love me and shit. I don't
Yeah.
get flattered by like I don't get flattered. Either I be looking at her like you a lying ass broad, or
Or
you
you
think
be
I'm
one
fucking
of them.
stupid.
Yeah.
Either you a lying or you think I'm stupid, or if it's or I don't want your love because all it take for a nigga to text you, how was your day a few times.
And it's easy to love you. I don't want
Yeah, I
that.
don't
Nah,
want
but
that
you're right.
love, bro. I don't want that. It's too easy.
Nah, for real.
Anybody can come get that. So who am I? How am I significant if any nigga can accomplish the same shit?
Yes, sir. I agree with you. I don't like that. I don't like that. That easy shit. I know what type of impact I have on women, so it's like I'm not surprised by it, but it does show me a lot though. It showed me a lot though.
Where you live again? And
I'm from Maryland.
how's the dating out there?
Um, I would say it's diverse. Like you got your women that's really not shit. Like you got your inner city women who didn't deal with some niggas. Well, I'm gonna just say this: Maryland, PG. I'm from PG County. PG County is very close to DC. DC is an inner city. DC women are going to be like your New York women, your Philly women. They're going to be very aggressive. They grew up around men. They know how the game is ran. So um, it's kind of like it's interesting. I'm gonna just say it's interesting, but it's that's why it's super important to know who you are and know what you like because you can get caught by any of them girls and they'll do you the worst way.
Mhm. What's your type of woman that you are usually drawn to? Let's see if some women come up in here and slide and see this string. I want to need to know this. So for you, what are some turn-ons that women can do to make you interested? And also, give me like 3 turn-offs.
I got you. So before I even give my turn-ons, I want to make it clear for people to understand that it's important to know yourself before you know what you like. Like you can think you know what you like in a woman, but if you don't know what you like yourself, you don't know what you really like in a woman. That's what I had to learn. I learned it the hard way. Right. So one thing that I super value is communication. My girl got to be able to speak to me if there's a problem. I don't want you running to your friends. I don't want you going on social media. If it's something you need to be able to come to me, I make it very clear that I'm an easy person to come to. If you want to speak on something, if I did something that you don't like, if you want me to do something, come speak to me about it. That's one. Communication. Two, respect. I don't play about my respect. I'm very respectful. I was raised the right way. I expect you to treat me with the same respect. I'll give you one chance, maybe two, but after that, I'm not doing that no more. After after communication and respect, well, I would say the first thing is, like Bodie said, she gotta like me. I have to know she likes me. She has to be able to be willing to have put her pride aside and make it known that she likes me. I want it to be clear. I don't care about what you say. I have to see it. You have to constantly show me every day that you into me. So once I have you showing me that you into me, you willing to communicate, and you been willing to what I say communicate and what did I say communication and respect. After that, I do like a sweet girl, a genuine person because I'm genuine. I'm very genuine. I'm very affectionate. But how well do you listen? Right? If I tell you something, are you going to remember what I said? Are you attentive to the things I said? It may sound weird, but I really like a woman that's like me for real, right? So the
No,
things
don't
that
sound weird to me.
I value, I would expect my women to value the same thing, right? And I like a girl that's willing to listen. I feel like if you choose a girl that chooses you, they're going to be willing to listen. They're going to conform to you. It's going to make your life easier. But I like a woman that I can teach and that's willing to learn from me. I'll just give an example real quick. My best friend, I'm gonna use my best friend and the girl I'm talking to right now. My best friend, if I try to tell her some shit, she argue, rebuttal. That's just she just gonna talk back like this is what it is. But the girl I'm talking to, if I give her some information or some shit, she want to hear what I got to say. She want to apply what I got to say, and she appreciate what I got to say. So I like that in a woman. Like be willing to listen, be teachable, and just be cooperative with me. Like I'm gonna work with you. I'm a genuine person. I'm a real genuine person. I was a former nice guy, so I know what it is to like. You feel me? I just want to make sure that you really for the type of man I am. That's all it is.
Hmm. A quick shout out to Tozo
Shout out
because
Tozo.
because I am gonna be their new sponsor. No, excuse me, their new ambassador. Just cause, so y'all send me the free shit. So this is the thing. So I tell you, people send me free shit all the time, and I be thinking to myself like, why y'all sending me this? Just because I got a YouTube channel and I got a certain amount of subscribers, don't mean people are gonna buy it. Like if I got a channel that talks about dating and travel and books, which is pretty much my brand. My brand is dating, travel, and books. So if I make a video and you sending me some tablecloths and shit, don't think people are gonna buy it.
Exactly. It don't got nothing. It don't no correlation.
Yeah, I be getting all types of offers. They be sending me shit like fucking weed whackers and shit, and I'd be like, bro, I mean,
That don't make no
I'll do
sense.
it, but this I will promote you guys because I was already fucking with this before y'all hit me up with the free shit. So I already got like 4 or 5 parodies. So what I'll need from y'all in the future is after I pump this out, I'm gonna make y'all a couple of commercials, and I'm gonna need y'all to put me on the cover of this motherfucker.
Yeah, me.
And I'm my own edition. Now watch when it happen. You hear me? When it happens, it wasn't accident.
It just manifested.
See, she knows. So it else. So don't think it's luck. So yeah, Tozo, that's cool. I do fuck with y'all products. I'm gonna make y'all a personal or two a couple of commercials. And I ain't cracked this yet, but I'm telling you now that y'all need to have just like how Bow was on the wave caps.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. And then I'll pump y'all shit hard for real.
As you said, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Pause though. That was a little crazy.
Hmm. So let's talk about your content. What goals do you have for your TikTok and your content, and just how's the journey been on that? Like, well, let's rewind it. When how and when did you start, and then from there, then we go into your plans for it and all of that.
How I started was, like I said, I used to be able to attract girls, but I was never able to keep girls. So at first, I had to take some self awareness. I'm like, I can get these girls that I find attractive. I'm able to get the girls I want through DMs, Instagram, whatever. But I'm not able to keep them. They leaving me, they ghosting me. So instead of blaming them and complaining like I had been in the past, I'm like, it gotta be me. Let me figure out if I can do some things right. I got on the internet, went on YouTube, found a content creator named Taekwondo, right? Binge watched all his content and ended up joining his Patreon. When I joined his Patreon, it changed my life
I
because
met Taekwondo too.
real dude. I'm in his Patreon. I had a couple calls with him. I hope to work with him in the future, but he it really shaped my perspective from how to get girls to how can I love myself the most. Like how can I be proud and comfortable with who I am and just be okay with attracting the girls that are like who I am, right? But that's where it started at. I made content around girls. I was flirting with girls on the app called Monkey App. If you don't know what Monkey App is basically just like Omigu, where you hop on and you just talk to strangers. right? So I used to make videos where I would hop on with girls and I would flirt with them, get their Instagrams, get their numbers, and I would post it on YouTube. So that's where I started at. I knew I was always fascinated with being around girls. So I started with that. And it helped me communicate with girls better. It helped me just get comfortable with girls. But like I said, I always consumed the Taekwondo content. I always consumed the minorities. They're from California. They they didn't really give advice on YouTube, but I joined their Patreon and they gave hella game. They gave hella game on Patreon, and that really changed my perspective. So then I was on TikTok one day. I came across this TikTok creator named Play a Figure. He had this series called Playology, and he was just giving game on TikTok. Mind you, I was on there for months giving it, posting my monkey app clips. Nothing was going viral. I had one or two clips that went viral, but none of them went super viral. And then I started just doing clips. Like, I know how to get girls. Like, let me give some advice. So I did one video. It did cool. It did better than all my other videos. I did a second video. It did cool. Then I did the third video. It did cool. I did like 4 and 5. But while I'm at work one day, that third video I did started going crazy. And it started getting hella views. I'm like, oh shit, I found what I need to do. Because the whole time I had been doing YouTube for months. So I understand how the algorithm works. If you do something and you find something that works, you need to double down on it. So I realized, like, okay, this is working for me very well. Let me double down on it. I started getting advice, answering questions. So that's how I got into it. And then when I started this type of content in May 12th to be exact, May 12th or May 13th.
Wow, so you fresh. I always tell hot guys that who make content, and from what I learned, especially doing Instagram, because we always tend to like look and watch our videos after we upload them.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes the shit don't hit like that. Sometimes your shit'll go dry, and because at first, bro, what I used to do is when I used to like do like TikToks or something, and I drop it. And then after like an hour, if it don't get a certain amount of run, I'll be like, man, archive it.
No, yeah.
But
Oh yeah,
now
you can
I'll leave it
archive
up.
it.
I'll leave it up now because I've had shit like the very first time I went viral, I had a meme hit like a million views and shit, hella shares or whatever. But that it had been up for like almost 2 months, and all of a sudden I just started getting them notifications just nonstop.
Right.
And it's kind of cool at first, but then it kind of gets to the point where it's like, when is this shit gonna stop? Because it's like every time you refresh, it's like new, new, new,
Oh,
new.
I hope it never stop. I hope it never stop. I hope that's my life for as long as I do content.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about though. Like, so
Hell
cats
yeah, I know what you're
going
talking about.
viral. There's a difference between getting a lot of views and your shit than going viral. When you go
Viral. That shit
viral,
constant
your
for
shit
days.
is literally it's nonstop. Every single time you refresh your shit, it's
It's more and
maxed
more
out.
and more and more. Yeah, I got my notifications off, so
You said you got them off?
yeah, I turned my notifications off.
Oh yeah. Well, I have
Not
mine.
not necessarily specific for that reason. I like to focus on my life in the real world, and I'm easily distracted. So I'm gonna try to limit as much as I can. So I got all my notifications off.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember the first time though. It was just a trip because it's just like, and that always made me wonder, like, how is it that, like, how is it, how does that work? Like, how you have a video and it's just busting, and it can go 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200. Like, what makes it stop?
It depends on the
Do they just
platform.
say
What
fuck
I
it,
learned.
done with that? Like, what makes it stop?
So I can only really speak on TikTok. For a minute, I was heavy on the YouTube algorithm. I don't really post on there no more. I post, but I'm not focused on it. I'm focused on TikTok. So TikTok pushes shit out in waves. So they may do a group of 200 to see how it performed in 200. If it perform well, they push it out to another group to like 500. If it perform well, they'll push it out to 800. Right, and if it continue to perform well, they push it out to 1,000. So they'll continue to push it out till it stops performing, right? And they go based off of watch time. They go based off of watch time, engagement, and the percentage they watched it. So how long they watched it, how many people finished it, and the engagement on it. And if it stays the same or on the number where it was at when they pushed it out, they continue to push it out. It's really random now. I'm still trying to figure it out, but the more reps we get, the more familiar we get with it.
Yeah, I just find it interesting because there's been a few times where I will post the same exact video, the same hashtags,
Hell yeah.
and get hella 360 results. And I be thinking to myself, damn, I wasn't even gonna post it this time because it was dead over here, and it be the exact same shit.
It's weird. You gotta really study it, but you also gotta detach from it because the people that attach themselves to their results is going to drive them crazy. I had to really learn how to detach myself from the results of social media
Me
because
too.
at the end of the day, we can't really control it. We can only control how good our content is. But at the end of the day, whoever hears it, and we got to change our narrative to like what our goal is. My goal is to hit 100K on TikTok, right? But my real goal is if I can impact somebody's life for real, like if I can change his perspective, if I can make him relate, make him follow, I can be happy with that. And it's just really changing from all right, instead of hitting 100K and me not getting motivated because this video underperformed. Did I at least get a follow on this video? Did I at least get a good amount of likes? Did somebody at least comment and relate to what I was saying? Because it really continues. It allows me to keep going beyond the results.
Hmm. It's a very stressful thing, and I think that it's kind of like being a dog owner. Only people who do content understand people who do content.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can have a best friend. You niggas could have went to the prom together. He could have been the first person you fish with. You could have got your broken virginity. He could have been on the next bed. But when you talking about this content stuff, if he ain't doing it, it's just like, oh, for real? Oh, that like they
Gibberish.
don't get it. Like this shit could be real, it could be draining, it could be stressful. But when people just see you and they see you online and you smiling saying check this out and they see you having a good fucking time, they'll treat it like it's just some fun goddamn shit. They won't look at it like, oh, you just on there just talking anyway. Like, nah,
They
bro, I
think it's
got
easy as fuck. This shit is they don't know the shit we go through.
hella
They don't
shit,
know the
bro.
shit we go through. This is my life, Unc. I'm trying to make a living off this shit. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to make a living off of the coaching. That's going where I'm gonna get where my real where it's gonna be come from. But still, though, I'm still trying to make a name, build a brand, and this shit is not easy. It's not easy,
Even going viral, like people think viral was just you got millions of people on your dick. No, you got hella people roasting your ass too.
bruh. Oh my, and that's what I realized. Like, the more popular I get, the more views I get, the more hate comments. I be on live giving advice. Niggas be on there, yeah, you yapping, yeah, you yapping. Nigga, I'm not talking to you. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's just like, but it is what it is. I don't let it get too personal. It's how I feel, but you gotta put a mask. You gotta understand, like, yeah, you gotta control yourself because if you really feed into it, they'll continue to do it. I just ignore shit like that.
Yeah. And I've been doing this since 2018. So I just have a different energy and a vibe about it. So I'm not ever going up here and sit up and say that I'm above certain shit or I ain't never done no stupid shit because I have. But just I'm 6 years in now, finna be seven. So I move a little different than I was year one and two. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I didn't been through some, you know. But shit, man, I'm not gonna run you too long, man. What tell the cats where they can reach you, what they can find you, what you have coming next, and then just drop one final gem on them.
I'm gonna all right. Say no more. So right now, y'all can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Pretty Girls Love Swiggle. Pretty Girls LUVSUEGOO. I drop advice daily. I drop 5 times on TikTok, 2 times a day on Instagram. So y'all gonna have content. Y'all gonna get content gems. I have a YouTube where I post my long form content, Swiggle Archives. If y'all want to see me interact with girls, I have a main channel called Vaughn Swiggle, just like my name right here.
There
Boom.
you go.
And then what I got planned in the future. Right now, I'm converting my shit to more of a podcast style. I'm gonna continue to give y'all game, but I want to make sure I have some type of topic when I come talk to you guys, not just vibing. And then also, what was the last thing you said? Oh, a gym, a gym. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm mainly focused on, man. It's something that's been said before. It may sound cliche, but it's so important. Focus on choosing a girl that is choosing you, right? If you feel like that girl is ugly or that girl is fat and it's not a girl you like, you don't have to settle for her, but pay attention to the shit. Pay attention to how she's treating you, how she responded to you. You know that she likes you. If you're dealing with a girl and you having mixed emotions and questions and shit, she don't like you that much because that fat girl, that ugly girl that you don't like, it's showing you what it is to be liked by somebody, right? You want a better looking girl, provide more, make yourself more valuable, and just continue to choose girls who choose you and make sure like 10 times easier because when you say you don't like certain shit, that girl's gonna conform to what you don't like, right? If you say you like certain shit, she's gonna do what you like. She likes you so much, she's gonna listen and want to do what it takes to be with you. So choose girls who choose you, and that's gonna elevate your game so much more.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate you coming through and being a guest. Whenever you want to collab again, just let me know because I play favorites. I like certain people and I don't like certain people. So this is it.
Hey,
So if
look,
you so if you've been asking me and I ain't did shit, maybe nigga I don't like you that much, and I just don't want to tell you.
I appreciate you. Now, I really appreciate you for having me. Like I said, I done tapped in with a few of your videos, watching you, and you feel me. The fact that I'm right here and you interviewing me, and we had this nice conversation. The first time I was grateful, but the fact that you reached back out to me, it made me feel good. Being able to speak to you and have real conversations and being able to learn from you is really an honor. So I appreciate you for having me on here.
Yeah, I definitely got more game than most of these niggas on the internet. Cause I'm gonna
We
tell
already
y'all something is a lot of y'all big content creators. Since I've been doing this shit a long time, a lot of that shit that you hear it come from me, but you don't know it came from me because I got 60,000 subscribers and the person saying it got 400,000 subscribers. So you think
right.
I'm getting it from him, but really he got it
Hell
from
no, he got it from you.
you know.
And let me say one more thing. I want to thank you for sharing the free ebooks with the people in my community because they use it. They're sending it in my Discord, sharing the game. That's in the free ebook. So I do want to thank you for that. I know I thanked you personally, but I want to make it known while I'm on live stream. I want to appreciate you for sharing that because you didn't have to share it with us, and we appreciate it. It's not only is a game, it's free game. So thank you so much for that.
Good. Well, I appreciate that. And like I said, if I can be the bridge for motherfuckers to read, and I wasn't reading shit, I don't need to get paid for the book because I'm getting paid other ways. Sometimes you don't get paid from money. You get paid from life and energy and positive motivation you get from things that you do. It's not always a
Hell yeah.
motherfucker saying, "Hey, I'm here to motivate you." So, yeah. Other than that, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to my man, follow him, share it mainly. Quit saying shit's fire and then you turn the computer off. Say the shit fire and then how you want to give a nigga 10 fire signs? Well, share it to 10 motherfucking people. That's better than just saying that shit was good. Like, nah, bro, share that shit.
Share
Don't
it
just
to somebody you know. You know you got a homeboy that real life need the game. Share
yeah.
the game.
Y'all niggas be trying to like keep it a secret for yourselves and shit, and then you think you helping me out because you watching it. You ain't helping me out because you watching it. Only you and you just one person. Full share it.
Api, let me say this too. Api, let me say this too.
Yeah.
You got like a paid group, like a mentorship or a Patreon. You have Patreon. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
this, chat. Y'all keep consuming this free content and y'all taking surface level shit that we giving y'all. What do y'all get when y'all go to a restaurant for free? Y'all get little samples. Y'all not getting the whole meal. That means y'all not getting the whole thing. Make sure y'all invest in yourselves and take the time to actually understand what he's saying, where he'll break it down in the Patreon, give you the full thing in the Patreon. If you got that bread for real, get a
Yeah.
little mentorship with my guy. He gonna break it down for you. Don't be scared to spend money. That's really gonna connect where you at to where you trying to go.
I promise you, if people took the time to read the books and watch the content, they wouldn't have these fucking questions. I be knowing
Exactly.
people. I be knowing they don't watch the videos, but what the shit they ask me.
Exactly.
Like, oh,
Exactly.
okay,
Should
you
be
knew,
frying your it be frying your brain, don't you? What do I
you
say?
knew, obviously, but all right, you know.
They be asking me, oh, oh shit. What do oh damn. Hold on. Let me connect my shit.
I hear you still. Oh,
What
there
do
you
I they be like, what do I say to a girl that's in my class? Should I say something to her or should I message her on Instagram?
right. Fuck the 5,000 videos I got. Just skip all of those and come straight to the final boss and shit.
Yeah, fuck the videos. Let me just ask you a question. How about you watch the videos? Join the Patreon. The Patreon gonna answer the questions for you.
I don't. You know what? To be honest with you, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. At this, I don't mind coaching people at all, but I like to coach people who have actual situations.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the general shit. Like, hey, I want to get more bitches. Let's talk. Let's book a call. Like, nigga, I don't want to book a call for that. Like,
I have
what I
plenty of
want to
shit
help you
for
out of
you.
a particular thing. Like, this
Yeah.
girl said this. This girl said this. What you think about? I want to do that. I don't want to be like, all right, so this is how you get more Tinder fucking matches. Fuck all that bullshit. You figure that shit out yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying?
on you, bro. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
if you need help with that, I can help you with that because presentation is everything. The way you present, what go to be saying campaign, your presentation is more than you expected. Take care of yourself. Face,
Mm.
if you need your facial cleaner, Teach Hanley. I got that shit in my bio. But if you need some outfits, focus on yourself. Focus on the things that you want to fix, whether that's fashion, communication, and take the time and effort and take the action to improve it.
Yeah, you got it, man. Well, hey, bro, tap in with me anytime. You got my number. I'm gonna get this to you tonight, and just let me know. We'll tap in. And for you haters, don't talk about the flowers in the background. You niggas need to be worried about other shit than that.
They need to have sunflowers in their background. That's their problem.
See, I didn't even read between the lines. See that? See?
But like I said, I appreciate you
Yeah, let me
having
get some
me.
in.
I appreciate you having me here.
So there you go, virgins. You see,
You,
you virgins don't know how to talk for real in front of y'all girlfriends and shit and y'all bitches and whatever y'all got. So y'all not real true players. You niggas are like for TV.
nah, for real. They don't know what to
Oh,
do.
man. All right, man. We'll tap in, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Peace, peace.
We locked in. Appreciate you.
Uh, okay. You know I'm old. I gotta look at this shit.
Nah, Andrea, take your time. I'm